Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today there's going to be the last ForzaRC Season 3 related video you're going to see on this channel because the qualification came to an end. We had the last weekly EMEA final on this weekend, and like always I want to show you my races from my POV. But I have to say that I forgot to capture the first semi-final race. Such a stupid man, right? So yeah, I am really sorry, guys. So there are only 4 races and not 5 this time. But actually, just my Elgato is guilty. It wasn't me. No, of course not. But what I have for you is a screenshot of the first race. So let's just check it out and see who was in the lobby and how everybody finished. So as you can see, the race lasted 60 minutes 15. I was winning the race in front of Diesel, Peps, Super GT on a good 4th position, Shelby and Ivor Big Gun. Bam7 was also in this lobby, but he started from the last positions, so no chance for him to actually catch up in those short races, and you know what's going on in the beginning of the races. Fastest lap time was a 2:008 for myself, and yeah, Diesel and Pups were really close to that lap time. But that's it for the first race. Let's check out the second one. Because I'm the leader of the championship, I was starting from the first position, so I could really use this advantage in this race as well. Diesel was starting from 2nd, Paps from 3rd, Ivor Big Gun from 4th. We're on the Nürburgring, we're driving the Porsche 919, which was also the Rivals event for the last week. So as you can see, first corner was definitely decent, and behind me there was some carnage. I've seen it from the other people's point of view, from Super GT actually. There was carnage going on. Shelby on 4th after this, so he actually dive bombed lots of people. I don't know if he got punished, but yeah, already first after half a lap. But Diesel was definitely fast on this one as well. We are on lap 4 right now, and Diesel still only 20 meters behind me, as you can see. Pups and Shelby already over 100, so it was really between Diesel and me in this race. Normally people are faster in this race because yeah, this was part of the Rivals path, and people always like try hard it. I don't know if trying is the right word for those people right now, because they're probably concentrating for the races, but they definitely did it before, and they definitely had some training in advance. Just like me of course. So going down to 5th gear in the Doomlabkehre, shifting up to 6th on the apex, and then just running away. Followed by the Schumacher S, which is actually one of my best corners on this track. I don't know why, but it's like this. And Diesel 60 meters behind me. So Diesel was definitely doing a great job. Here's one of the corners I just don't like, going up to 7th. I totally messed up the apex. I missed it. And yeah, there was actually some shortcutting issues. There were actually some shortcutting issues on this track because, you know, the last chicane. I always try to take it very clean. Here, having some slight problems drifting around. Heading into the last corner, which you can take in the 7th gear as well. Like going in 5th and going out in 7th. So that was lap 4 of my race. And it was actually my fastest lap time, I think. 41.1 in a race with having a decent chicane, or actually a bad one, so that was actually okay. 41.2 in the last lap as well, and as you can see, Diesel in the end 1.5 seconds behind me. That was the second semi-final. In the end I had 50 points, Diesel 36, Paps 30, followed by Shelby 22, Super GT 22 as well, and Ivor Big Gun qualifying as 6th. Lee Campbell on 8th, and Bam7 0 points. Damn 7, what happened? And yeah, this leads us straight to the final races. Just like in the semis, I was starting from the first position because I won both races, which means 50 points. Mr. Jack also got 50 points in the other group actually, but my overall race time was faster, so that's why he started from 2nd and I started from 1st. Diesel on 3rd with a decent pace as well. Roadrunner on 4th. On 5th we have TX3 Paps, followed by Kaiser Wolf, our Spanish dude. Then YMTV Melosh again in the final, our commentator. Then TX3 Shelby, so he probably didn't get penalized for his dive bomb. On 8th, FCT Vida, on 9th, sorry. On 10th, Super GT, such a noob, level 1 driver. Bam Essex on 11th, so he also tried it, but because of the starting position he's only on 11th as well, and Ivor Big Gun on 12th. So here we go, guys. It's going to get messy, trust me. I'm starting from first, with a decent margin because Mr. Jack was stalling his car. And then take a look at it, guys. I just got double teamed by Diesel and Mr. Jack. Yay! That's why Roadrunner could overtake me. Mr. Jack probably crashed as well because of it, but Diesel in the lead. So that was already a very unfortunate situation, and I was actually a bit pissed while this happened. But hey, you just have to get back in business and just do your thing. So I was hunting them. Roadrunner had a very, very good pace. Diesel was driving very fast as well, just like in the semis probably. But yeah, we're just in lap 1, so let's see what happens. Kaiser Wolf on 4th actually, he was starting from 6th, so not too bad. Going down into 2nd in this corner, and because of the TCS you really have to use tap steering, or this TCS is just blocking your car all the time and you're losing so much. Shifting up to 5th, and then this is one of the hardest corners. You can lose so much when the TCS is just regulating your car down. So Roadrunner and Diesel being in like a small fight, but Roadrunner not being too offensive there actually. I tried to get a decent line, and as you can see we're pulling away from Kaiser a bit. So you had this top 3 group and Kaiser lost slightly, but he was still there. This is getting important in some meters, trust me. So Roadrunner hunting Diesel. I'm checking if I have damage, like always. And 70 meters in front of Kaiser. Blanchiment, full throttle 6th gear, of course. And yeah, then things happen. So Roadrunner tries to overtake Diesel, no. But then I tried to go to the outside, but this brings Kaiser back, and yeah, he's touching me slightly, and because of TCS I'm probably just slowing down until 0 kilometers per hour, and I'm like 100 meters behind Diesel and Roadrunner. Then Paps is also touching me in corner 1. I don't know what he tried to do there because I was already on the inside. So second time I got touched in corner 1. Second time wasn't as bad as the first, but yeah, I still lost. And now take a look at it. There is someone flying, drifting, whatever. Diesel just killed himself. While we see Mr. Jack going into the pits alongside 2 or 3 other drivers. And yeah, Roadrunner is away. 125 meters already. Pup's not giving up at this moment. Here I have a very bad mistake. We were talking about TCS, and yeah, let's say the TCS wasn't really helping me over here. And yeah, Pup's trying it again in this corner on the inside. Luckily, I was having a better exit, so he was not overtaking me. But after this maneuver, I was gone. I was gone from Pups. Because I was taking this corner way better than him. Take a look at the margin at the distance. Before there were like 10 meters, and afterwards we already had 30 or something. And yeah, we're in lap 4 now. I'm still hunting Roadrunner. Peps is 400 meters behind us, fighting with Kaiser Wolf, and we caught up to Roadrunner. Roadrunner is still in first position, but only like 35-40 meters, so I really caught up in those laps. And as you can see, in front of Roadrunner there is a lap car, or a driver who is going to be lapped in some minutes. I think it was Vida, and he was also collected in one of the starting crashes. And yeah, I was hunting Roadrunner. I caught up. And it was always like this, you know. I caught up, then I made a mistake, then he made a mistake. It was always like this, between 30 meters and like, yeah, 80 meters probably from now on. And we're only in lap 4 at the moment. So I was so close to Roadrunner, like in lap 4 already. I think Roadrunner was driving without TCS. I don't really know, so maybe someone can say something in the chat. Maybe Roadrunner himself, I don't know. Going into corner 1, and I always lost here. I always lost in this corner. Roadrunner was always faster than me in this one. Yes, Johnson, just check your damage. This guy just had a better exit than you. Why are you checking all the time? So we're in lap 5. Vida's not losing that much. And now, still on lap 5, and now Vida wants us to overtake. And I was slightly distracted by it, and as you can see, I was so late. I was so late on my brakes. But well, this happens. Definitely fair move by Vida, just letting us go there. And now we're in lap 7, so still the same margin between Roadrunner and me. We're like 20 meters away from each other. So Roadrunner definitely having a very consistent race, and yeah, he was defending his first position. I never found a way to pass him. I mean, unfortunately I had this incident in corner 1. I think if there wasn't this incident, I would have won this race, because Roadrunner was on 4th and I was 1st, and the others probably couldn't go our pace. So in the last corner, I wasn't catching up anymore, just yeah, saving the 2nd spot. Roadrunner winning the race, I was 2nd. A fight between Paps and Kaiser for 3rd and 4th. And that was race 1 of the final. So 40 minutes 15, then 8 seconds to Paps already. And then the margin is even getting bigger. Super GT on 9th and aTTaX on 8th. And that's it. For the second race, we were heading to one of the worst tracks of the game, Lime Rock, the West Chicane version. Welcome to Lakeville. Of course, I was starting from 1st, Mr. Jack from 2nd, and Diesel from 3rd, just like in the race before, because it's always the same starting grid. And yeah, I'm not liking this track, but I was starting from the 1st position again, and yeah, this time it wasn't somebody else messing it up, maybe slightly, but I just took this first part like a grandpa. I was so damn slow. So as you can see, Mr. Jack already behind me like 9 meters, 8 meters, and then I was accelerating too slow, but then he is touching me, and overtaking me. So I don't know, but that was probably some kind of race incident and not really unfair or so. I was also driving like a grandpa, so I don't want to blame him for this. I actually had a good advantage to overtake him again, but I was touching this grass slightly because I was afraid. And then, yeah, making contact with Diesel a bit, but I don't want to blame him for this because it's so narrow there, and there were some alternative lines happening, so no problem at all. But that's why Mr. Jack could just run away already 50 meters. We are in lap 2 now, and he already has 50 meters in front of me. Diesel 3rd, Roadrunner still 4th in this race. So Diesel was hunting me, but afterwards actually nothing really happened anymore. So this was actually a very boring race, because the margin between Mr. Jack and me was always the same, but I could get some meters in front of Diesel. So I think we're cutting to it now. Yes, lap 9, and as you can see, Mr. Jack still 50 meters in front of me, but Diesel is like 70 meters behind me, or 60 meters. But Paps overtook Roadrunner. I think there was something happening. Roadrunner like on one of the last positions in this race actually. After killing this cone, this poor cone, we're heading into this corner which you have to take in 3rd gear. If you're touching the grass on the left, you are done. It's over. You can stop the race. So one of the most annoying corners in the game, probably in this very bad 911 GT3. Hey, Mr. Wheelie, how's it going? So going into this chicane, actually pretty clean compared to others in those races. But yeah, I can't blame anyone for cutting this a bit, because this is actually part of the racing line, and yeah, you can't be 100% precise to actually get it done very good without cutting. So 57.2 in this lap, which was my fastest lap time in this race I think. And then at the end of the race, Mr. Jack 75 meters in front of me, winning this race, probably the same best lap. 1.3 seconds in front of me, Diesel on 3rd, Paps on 4th, and Roadrunner in a very bad position actually for him. Well, did I say Lime Rock was one of the worst tracks of the game? Well then, welcome to Bernese Alps, the club circuit. One of the worst tracks Turn 10 has ever created, and now it's making esports history. Johnson starting from 1st, Mr. Jack from 2nd, Diesel from 3rd, just like always. But now guys, just take a look at this legend, Bam aTTaX, showing off his amazing GamingLibertines livery. Welcome to the family, man. From 12th starting, I have begun. And yeah guys, we are heading to a very intense race, to a very thrilling one. It was very close between Mr. Jack and me, but let's just start from here now. Mr. Jack 2nd behind me like always from the start on. and we could just pull away from the others because, yeah, like always, you have fights mid-pack and you're losing so much to the others who can just run away and have a free spot, like a free line to get good times. So in the lead in this amazing Carrera GT, which actually doesn't fit at all to this track because of the oversteer followed by understeer, but well, we had to get used to it, we had to drive it, and yeah, as you can see, Mr. Jack just 7 meters behind me here, and the rest already some more meters. So heading into this, yeah, let me call it a chicane. Oh no, it's a right-hander followed by a left-hander. Going slightly uphill, going a bit on this curb, and then my line was actually not too good. You have to touch the curb on the inside to get a very decent line from this. But at the moment looks like it's going to be safe. Mr. Jake 40 meters behind me. Kaiser Wolf on third now, Shelby on fourth. So I think Diesel and Roadrunner were crashing. So that's why they lost so many positions. But anyway, Mr. Jack 35 meters behind me after lap 1. And it's going to get closer. As you can see, we are in lap 8 right now. Lap 8. It was always like this, and still he's only 10 meters behind me. Kaiser Wolf 130. So this lap is the lap where Mr. Jack is really trying hard. He wants to get this win, and I just want to defend. My speed wasn't that good in this race. I think Mr. Jack could have gone a bit faster than me, so kudos to him. But hell, well, it's Bernese Alps and you just can't overtake. So I think Mr. Jack may... No, it wasn't here. It wasn't here when he tried to get the move. It was the next corner. So I was opening the door a bit, and this led him to try it, touching me slightly, but yeah, I was closing the door then, and no chance for him to overtake me in this corner. Heading back to this left-hander, not very good again, and going out of the corner like a grandpa, but still in front of my lap time, so even with this little contact with Mr. Jack, so you know that my speed wasn't the best in this race. Then he was going a bit wide. Mr. Jack was going wide in this one, which led me to get like, yeah, a good margin of 40 meters, and that was it. I thought that was it, but then I was taking it too easy again, sliding around this first corner like a noob, and he was slightly back. He was slightly back, as you can see, from 40 meters already to 22. Being in fourth gear, using some throttle control, but again losing a bit. But like, there was no way I was making a mistake with the speed. And then he's trying it on the inside and probably touching you in his screen, but not on mine, so it was all good. Just like in the last lap, he wanted to try it in this one, but nope. This time I had a better advantage here, so no chance for him to actually overtake me. So we're heading to the last 3 corners, and we're like 12 minutes in the race, and for 12 minutes this fight was like this. So it was an amazing fight. It was very intense, and in the stream they were like mostly showing this fight because it was really exciting to watch. So yeah, last corner, Mr. Jack like having the outside line, as you can see. Oh, but no chance to overtake me here. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's lap 9 of the tournament, the last qualification lap. Mr. Jack being 2/10 behind me in the end. Kaiser Wolf and Paps like 4 seconds behind us, followed by Shelby. aTTaX on 7th, Super GT on 8th. And this is the overall leaderboard. 61 points for me, 45 for Mr. Jack, Paps 39, Kaiser Wolf 35, Roadrunner 29. aTTaX on 8th with 16 points, actually one of Forza's best races, but of course, because of the starting grid stuff, we've talked about this earlier, he got no chance to actually get into a better position in those short races. So that was the last qualification race for this ForzaRC season, for season 3. The final will be held on June 17th and 18th in LeMans. It will be an offline final. I'm qualified now. I was first in the race path of Europe. You're seeing the leaderboard right now. for after week 3 because they're not so fast in updating it. So the final results of this week are not updated, but as you can see, I was first before and I'll be first afterwards. So guys, thanks for watching, thanks for following my races of the ForzaRC, and yeah, I hope you're watching the stream for the final. Those races will be a bit harder. People like Lage and so on didn't take part because they qualified over the Rivals path. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to smash that like button. I'm also linking the official account again for the full races. And yeah, I'll see you next time.